Hercules' 12 labors. Why did Hercules have to do these labors? Hercules was the son of the god Zeus and the mortal Alcmene. Therefore, he was a demigod. However, Zeus's wife Hera hated Hercules because Hercules was a living memory of Zeus's betrayal. Hera drove Hercules to madness. In this moment of madness, Hercules killed his own wife Megara and his children. When he came to his senses, the horror of the events he had experienced changed, and he felt great guilt. To atone for this crime, he went to the oracle of Delphi. The oracle told him, "You will serve King Eurystheus of Tiryns for 12 years. Whatever task he gives you, you will accomplish it." Eurystheus feared Hercules, but at the same time wanted to humiliate him. So he gave him 12 seemingly impossible tasks. 1. Killing the Nemean lion. A magnificent, powerful lion living in the Nemean region, whose skin is invulnerable to any weapon. It attacks villages and people. It tears apart herds. Hercules' first task. Hercules followed the beast to a cave. Hercules first attacked with arrows. Every arrow he shot bounced off the lion's skin. He attacked with his sword, but its skin was so tough that the sword broke. Realizing that weapons were not helping him, Hercules used his wits. When he noticed that the cave had 2 exits, he blocked one with rocks. He was left alone with the lion. Hercules strangled the lion to death with his bare hands. This moment was proof of Hercules' superhuman strength. Then, using the lion's own claws, he skinned it. This hide became Hercules' symbol. 2. Killing the Lernaean Hydra. The Hydra was a terrifying giant snake with multiple heads that lived in swamps. Each time one head was cut off, 2 new heads grew in its place. Furthermore, one of the heads was immortal. Hercules confronted the Hydra. Each time Hercules cut off a head, 2 new heads grew back. Because the situation was becoming increasingly complicated, he asked his nephew Iolaus for help. Each time Hercules cut off a head, Iolaus cauterized the tip of the severed head with fire. Thus, no new heads would grow. He cut off the immortal head and buried it under a large rock. He smeared the Hydra's poisonous blood on the tips of his arrows. This poison would be useful in his future missions. 3. Capturing the Ceryneian stag. Unlike the previous 2 tasks, this task requires capturing, not killing. The Ceryneian stag was a sacred animal with golden horns and bronze hooves. It was dedicated to Artemis, the goddess of hunting, and should not be harmed. The stag was extraordinarily fast. Hercules pursued it for a year. Finally, he caught the stag when he had the opportunity. To avoid incurring Artemis's wrath, he delivered the animal unharmed. 4. Capturing the Erymanthian boar. The Erymanthian boar was a ferocious beast that attacked villages. It ravaged fields and terrified people. It was very strong and very aggressive. Hercules, driven the boar towards the mountains. He trapped the animal, which was exhausted on the snowy peaks. He rendered it helpless with nets and his strength. 5. Cleaning Augeas's stables. The stables of King Augeas of Elis had not been cleaned for years. Thousands of animals were kept inside. The accumulated manure had piled up like a mountain, emitting a foul odor. Hercules had to clean these stables in a single day. He agreed on the condition that if he succeeded, he would receive 1/10 of the herd. The king accepted, thinking the task was impossible. This task required intelligence rather than physical strength. He diverted the flow of the nearby Alpheos and Peneus rivers towards the stables. All the filth was cleaned in one day. However, the king did not keep his word and did not give Hercules his reward. Hercules would later return and punish the king. 6. Driving away the Stymphalos birds. These birds, with their bronze feathers and sharp beaks, shot out feathers like spears. They attacked humans and animals and lived in swamps. Hercules could not approach them from the swampy ground. Athena gave him bronze bells. When Hercules rang the bells, the birds took flight. Rising into the sky, the birds became Hercules' target. Hercules shot arrows dipped in the poisonous blood of the Hydra at the birds. He hit most of them. The rest fled to distant lands. 7. Capturing the Cretan bull Hercules' seventh task. The Cretan bull was an animal of divine origin. According to legends, this animal was sent by the sea god Poseidon, or it was the sacred bull that Minos refused to sacrifice. This powerful animal terrorized the island of Crete. It was said to breathe fire, burn fields, and attack people. Hercules drove the bull into an open area and fought it directly. He grabbed the bull's horns with his own strength and brought it to the ground. He restrained and tied the bull. He captured the bull alive and delivered it to King Eurystheus. Thus, this task was successfully completed. 8. Capturing Diomedes' mares. This is one of Hercules' bloodiest tasks. These mares, belonging to King Diomedes of Thrace, were extremely ferocious. These mares, which fed on human flesh, were bound with chains because they would tear apart anything in front of them. In this task, Hercules was to capture the mares and take them to Eurystheus. Hercules confronts Diomedes, defeats him, and feeds him to the king's own mares. The mares, having eaten their master, then calm down. 9. Obtaining Hippolyta's belt, Hercules' ninth task. In this task, Hercules will not fight terrifying monsters. He is asked to obtain the queen's belt. Hercules went to the land of the Amazons, a group of female warriors. Initially, things went smoothly. The queen listened to Hercules' story and willingly gave him the belt. However, Hera wanted to put Hercules in a difficult position, and she incited the Amazon people. The Amazon warriors armed themselves and attacked him. Hercules also joined the conflict. The queen lost the battle. Hercules took the belt and delivered it. 10. Bringing Geryon's cattle. This quest is one of Hercules' longest journeys. The goal is not just to kill a monster, but to go to the edge of the world and back. This quest tests patience and endurance beyond physical strength. Eurystheus asks Hercules to bring him Geryon's herd of red cattle. This quest was specifically chosen because Erythea was beyond the known boundaries of the Greek world. For the ancient Greeks, it was the end of the world. Eurystheus's main goal was for Hercules to either get lost on the way or face an invincible enemy. Hercules embarked on a long and arduous journey. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. He passed through deserts, mountains, and foreign lands. As he advanced under the scorching sun, he was overcome with rage. In a fit of anger, he shot an arrow into the sky. This courageous act impressed the sun god Helios. Helios gave Hercules a golden boat. With this boat, Hercules crossed the sea and reached Erythea. Erythea is a misty and mysterious island. Here live cattle with blood-red wool, the terrifying two-headed dog Orthros, the shepherd Eurytion, and their lord Geryon. Geryon is a fearsome giant with 3 bodies fused into one. He has 3 heads, 6 arms, and 3 pairs of legs. His physical structure allows him to attack from 3 different directions simultaneously. Hercules' task is difficult. When Hercules arrives on the island, he first encounters the guards. The 2-headed dog Orthros attacks. Hercules kills him with his club. Then the shepherd Eurytion arrives. Hercules defeats him too. This noise spurs Geryon into action. Geryon arrives fully equipped. With his 3 bodies, he surrounds Hercules. Spears fly, shields clash. Hercules realizes that engaging in direct close combat will not give him an advantage. He draws one of his arrows dipped in the poisonous blood of the Lernaean Hydra. He draws his bow. He shoots a single arrow. The arrow pierces all 3 of Geryon's bodies, spreading the deadly poison. The giant collapses to the ground. Hercules' previous successes have helped him in this task. Hercules has won the battle, but he must take the herd to Greece. During the journey, giants attack Hercules. Local kings try to steal the herd. Hera sends gadflies among the herd to disrupt Hercules' work. The herd, panicked, scatters, and Hercules is forced to gather them all again. After a long and arduous journey, Hercules brings the cattle to Eurystheus. According to some accounts, the cattle are sacrificed to Hera, 11, bringing the golden apples of the Hesperides. In this task, Hercules is asked to bring the golden apples belonging to the world of the gods. The golden apple tree was a wedding gift from Gaia, the earth goddess. Gaia had given this tree as a gift in the marriage of Hera and Zeus. Located in the westernmost part of the world, the tree symbolized immortality. It was a sacred relic that only divine beings could touch. The tree was protected by nymphs, called Hesperides, and the 100-headed dragon Ladon stood guard around the tree. Hercules first had to find where the garden was. During his long journey, he found the sea, god Nereus, and asked him for his location. Nereus tried to escape by changing his shape, but Hercules did not let him go. He saw Prometheus, who was chained in the Caucasus Mountains. Prometheus was punished every day by an eagle. In this punishment, the eagle was eating Prometheus's liver. Every night, the liver regenerated. The crow would eat Prometheus's liver again the new day. Hercules saved him by killing the eagle. Grateful, Prometheus gave Hercules an important piece of advice. Don't pick the apples yourself. Ask Atlas for help. Near the garden was Atlas, the titan who carried the sky on his shoulders. Atlas's task was difficult, to carry the sky forever. Hercules made him an offer. Atlas would bring him the apples, and Hercules would carry the sky. Atlas accepted. Hercules felt the weight of the sky on his shoulders. This meant a cosmic burden. Atlas brought the golden apples, but he didn't want to return. I'll take the apples. You stay here. Hercules' clever escape plan. To deceive the Titan, Hercules says, "Let me put a support on my shoulder so I can carry the sky more easily. You hold it again for a moment." The moment Atlas took the load, Hercules snatched the apples and rode away. This moment shows that Hercules is not only strong, but also intelligent. 12. Bringing Cerberus out of the underworld. This is Hercules' last and most dangerous task. It involves more than just physical strength. It's a confrontation with the boundaries of life and death. King Eurystheus gives Hercules his final task. Bring me back Cerberus, the guardian of the underworld, alive. Cerberus is a gigantic 3-headed dog that lives in the realm of the dead. Bringing him back alive from the dead is almost impossible. By giving him this task, the king wants Hercules to perish. Hercules descends into the underworld under the guidance of Hermes. The underworld was a dark, foggy, and ominous place. The silence of death, the shadows, the spirits frightened Hercules, but he did not lose his courage. Before going to Cerberus, Hercules pays respects to Hades, the lord of the underworld. Hades. Admiring Hercules' courage, he grants him a special permission to avoid angering Cerberus. You can only bind him with your own strength and without harming him. Cerberus is a three-headed dog with a snake tail. Its teeth and claws are deadly. While alive, it seems impossible to control. Hercules takes a deep breath and gathers his courage. He doesn't attack directly, but distracts him. Combining his physical strength and strategy, he brings him under control. Hercules brings Cerberus to Eurystheus. Eurystheus hides in a room out of fear. Hercules completes his task and takes Cerberus back to Hades. And with this task, Hercules completes his 12 arduous tasks. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe.